3, 2, 1, action.
Hello, my name is Kelsey Cook, and I am a 25-year-old girl who's been with her partner for 10 years this year. And I met Michael when I was just 16 years of age, and in 2005, and I was a chubby little girl who had no confidence whatsoever, and for me it was definitely love at first sight, but I didn't think I would ever be able to get him because he was good looking and older and cool, and I just had no confidence in myself, and yeah.
My name's Michael McGrady. I'm 29, coming on 30 this year. I first met Kelsey actually through my little sister. She was one of my little sister's very good friends. So you could say I'm a cradle snatcher, I guess. Kelsey has been the love of my life from the moment that I very first ever laid my eyes on her. Just everything about her has always brought a smile to my face, and I couldn't picture my life without her. We basically first met, as I said, through my little sister. I met her at a party. I just thought she was great, but I didn't think that she liked me, which in turn now I find out is because of nerves. It's just quite a funny thing. Basically, it was New Year's Eve, or stroke of midnight, leading into New Year's Day, that I finally built up the courage after weeks and weeks and weeks of thinking she hates me to basically let her know that I like her, and wanted to know obviously if she'd be my girlfriend, which when she said yes was the best question I've ever asked anybody in my life, because it's turned out to be fantastic.
We only knew each other a week before we
yeah, it was definitely a short amount of time, but great things happen in small amounts. Basically 6 months later, I decided that she was definitely the one for me, so I asked her to marry me, which was a bit of a shock to her parents, I think, like a 16-year-old girl getting asked out by 20-year-old guys, or getting asked to marry a 20-year-old guy is a little bit of a panic thing, I guess, but everybody always said that we were too young and we're crazy and what are we doing, like we need to get to know each other more, but we both knew ourselves that we're perfect for each other and we'd always last.
So we finally, obviously after I turned 18, we started planning our dream wedding, which involved all of our friends and family, and unfortunately my parents decided to split up, and that was a very long few years, well, more than a few years of emotions and concentrating on family. And so I'm so grateful that Michael put everything aside and we just sort of pushed our wedding plans aside and just concentrated on family and making sure our parents were okay. And my dad decided to move away to America, so he's been living in America for 6 years now, and I only get to see him once a year
if we're lucky,
which it's not good, because I love him so much. But I mean, this Hawaii is literally in between Australia and America, and he said if I win this I'll definitely be able to come to your wedding, because it's not so far away. And so anyway, we started, when things settled down from my parents' divorce, we started planning again, just putting things together, looking at venues, and unfortunately my mum had a brain hemorrhage. We were away at the time, so finding that out when you're 4 hours away wasn't the best situation to be in. So we jumped in the car and sped right down, and basically it's taken more than a year for her to get back on her feet and be
into full recovery.
So that she can, be at our wedding and be able to be standing with us on our special day. We're so lucky that she even survived this. So I'm just grateful that she's okay. So we finally started planning our wedding at the start of this year.
Third time lucky.
And 2 weeks ago, I had to go in for emergency surgery. I found out when I woke up that there was a chance I might not be able to have children, which no one can understand how you feel. 25 years of age, we hadn't even started trying for kids yet, and I think it's just a harsh reality, finding that out when you're put on this earth to do something and feeling like you can't do that. You just feel a bit of a failure. I had a hard time breaking the news to Michael, thinking, he would be upset that we might not be able to have our own children, and he just looked at me and said, "That's okay, we'll just adopt."
It's not a problem. Kelsey's the most important thing in my life, and as long as I've got her, that I'm happy. And there's plenty of other opportunities out there for us. It's not the end of the world. We have each other.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I was recovering on the couch, and Michael put on Sunrise, and we saw that you guys were running a competition to win a wedding in Hawaii, and it just feels so right for me and Michael. We just feel like it was meant to be. There's always a positive in negatives, and life for us hasn't been a fairy tale, but the one thing that has stayed the same is our love for each other.
No matter any obstacle that's been put in front of us, it's always seemed to have made our love stronger, make us better for each other. And
yes,
I never ever thought from the day I met Kelsey that I could love her anymore. And every day I wake up and I look at her, I do love her more. It's a crazy feeling knowing that
and no one prepares you for that. No one explains to you that you will fall in love more and more each day, and it's a different love, than when you first meet. You can't, stand to not be around that person, but you start, as the time goes by, you grow, and you will do anything for that person, and you will put that person first, and you don't care what other people think, or if they don't like them or anything. You just love them and you just want to be with them, and that's how we feel. It's been 10 years this year. Michael's 30 this year. We just feel like, why are we waiting? We've had to put off for so long, for so many reasons, and I don't regret that at all, because family comes first. But we just want our special day already, and to have that day with the people that you love most, and not having the pressure of planning a big wedding again, and the thought of something happening to put it off again is just, it would be an absolute dream.
It would. It definitely would. It'd be the best thing that has ever happened to us, apart from, of course, meeting each other.
Obviously. But I think the reason why we love each other so much is because we're best friends, and that bypasses anything you can go through. And having Michael sitting by my bed overnight, not sleeping, not eating, holding my hand in the hospital, just cemented everything for me, and was like, what are we waiting for? We have our whole lives ahead of us, yes, but I love this man, and I am already living by my marriage vows. I already care for him in sickness, and he does me, and I don't want to be with anyone else, and I don't understand why we would wait any longer. It just seems silly to wait more than 10 years.
It seems like we've been blessed with the opportunity that Sunrise is offering. And
so Sunrise, we want you to pick us, please. We would just be the most happiest people on earth. You'd have no idea pressure and anything that would lift off of our shoulders, and just to be with the people we love and most importantly each other. And we started going out on a beach. We got engaged at the beach, and we want to get married.
Get married at the beach.
Near the beach at least, you know, just in Hawaii would be an absolute dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunrise, and please let us get hitched in Hawaii.
Yes. Woo!
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that we dreamed of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that we dreamed of, dreams really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. It's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that we dare to, oh why can I? Well, I see trees of green and I see red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. And I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we all know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.